Hello and welcome to 9-inch Charge. Today we're going to have a look at something that I stumbled across yesterday, which is this image that appears to show the new Maggotkin of Nurgle Warscroll cards that will be available when the Battle Tome drops. And at the front here we have the Warscroll for the POXBRINGER Herald of Nurgle. This is a brand new Warscroll with brand new keywords and rules, and we're going to have a look at it and we're going to dissect it and see what we think it means not only for this unit but for the army in general. Just before we start, I'm shouting out our Christmas raffle. There's 2 weeks left before the prize draw and you can win one of our fantastic prizes, including a Start Collecting Box of your choice and many other things. Tickets start at £5 and all proceeds go to the New Sibling School, specifically towards children with a locked-in diagnosis this Christmas. So check the link below and good luck if you enter. Okay, so the POXBRINGER has a 4-inch move, a 4-up save, 5 wounds and bravery 10. This is exactly the same as he currently is, so no changes there. So there should be no surprises to anyone. His Bale Sword has changed. The change here is that it now has 4 attacks instead of 3, so he's slightly better in combat. He's still a wizard. What's interesting about his Warscroll is that under abilities, Disgustingly Resilient has been removed. Now, whether or not this means that Disgustingly Resilient is getting nerfed or taken away from the whole army, we'll have to wait and see. You know, it may move to Allegiance abilities, and it will just be an underlying ability to do with a keyword rather than on the specific Warscroll. So we'll just have to wait and see there. We do know that the Maggotkin of Nurgle are going to get Diseased as an Allegiance ability. Check my other video for that if you're unsure what that is. I'll put a link in the description somewhere so you can find that. His ability, his situational ability, I should say, in Death There Is Life is gone, which allowed him to heal 1 wound on 1 friendly Nurgle demon unit within 7 inches, and it's been replaced by Captain of the Talibans. And this is a really cool rule and quite an update to the Warscroll, I think. Definitely much more usable than the previous ability. And what it does is it reflects them leading Plague Bearers into battle. So it says here, in the combat phase, when you pick this unit to fight for the first time in that phase, you can pick 1 friendly Plague Bearer host wholly within 12 inches of this unit that has not yet fought in that phase. This unit and that Plague Bearer host can fight one after the other in the order of your choice. I'm assuming here that Plague Bearer hosts just means Plague Bearers, and that's pretty cool. So he's leading in, you know, you get an extra 4 attacks, rend 1, 3's to hit, 3's to wound, damage D3, on top of your Plague Bearers just for free. I think that's pretty cool and quite thematic and cool to see him leading from the front like that. His spell has also changed slightly, so Eruptive Infestation still has a casting value of 6 and still causes D3 mortal wounds to an enemy unit within a certain range of Plague Bearers. Now that range has changed from 7 and dropped down to 3. But I think this again feeds into him leading from the front and being in amongst the Plague Bearer hosts. It's still rangeless, so as long as you can see the unit and they're in combat with Plague Bearers, then you can cast it. So still very usable, and I think his ability has definitely made him better. It's cool to get that extra few attacks in combat with your Plague Bearers, so I'm quite liking these changes at the moment. What's more, his keywords have been changed ever so slightly. He now includes the keyword Maggotkin of Nurgle, which is really significant because the new command ability Diseased only works on Maggotkin of Nurgle units, and what it means is that if an enemy is within 3 inches of you at the end of the move or charge phase, you add a disease point, or if they roll a 6 to hit them, then they also get a disease point, and at the end of the turn, you can only get 7 up to a maximum of 7 disease points, and you roll that many dice up to 7, on a 4+, the unit suffers that many mortal wounds. So it's cool that he can get in on that action, and I think that everything in the army will carry the Maggotkin of Nurgle keyword now to make sure that they can use that diseased rule. In the comments, I'd like you to let me know what you think of this new Warscroll, and I'd like to know what you think about the disappearance of Disgustingly Resilient. Do you think it's going away completely and will be replaced with something else? Do you think that it just won't be represented on the Warscroll and be something that all Maggotkin of Nurgle get? Let me know. Let's have a think about it. As I said, I'm going to be covering everything Nurgle that comes out as we find out about it, and doing some Warscroll reviews of other units and things like that. So be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more like this in the future. This has been 9-inch Charge, and I will catch you next time.